Chiefs Kingdom. Welcome, your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin. Lamar Jackson, twice the MVP, Greg, leads this Ravens team out Season 9, but Season 1 without John Harbaugh as his head coach.
You know, I think one of the biggest factors for Lamar Jackson this season, Mike, is just to stay healthy. They got to just find a way to keep him on the field, keep him in one piece. And, you know, I think when you talk about a dynamic player like Lamar and, you know, his ability to use his legs and his ability to improvise, there's a very fine line, especially early in the season. Stay away from those hits, operate more as a passer, and then towards the end of the season, when things really matter, let him really loose.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Jackson gonna keep this. Oh, a loose football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. And they're gonna have a quick, sudden change red zone opportunity with the fumble recovery in great field position.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
10th season now for the 2-time MVP of the league, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, Greg, back after suffering the knee injury in Week 15 of the 2025 season.
You know, we can dive into the pieces and how do they get better and, you know, what is the future of Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. But, Mike, right now, for today at least, the story is a healthy Patrick Mahomes is just good for the NFL. It's good to see him back out there running around, leading this Chiefs offense. It just feels right when 15's behind center. And, man, he's had a long road to recovery. And
to the goal line and in. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Kansas City. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out come the Ravens, and you look at their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. Doyle was the youngest offensive coordinator in football a year ago with the Bears, leaving after 1 year to join Jesse Minter's staff with the Ravens in 2026. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. They need 6 for the 1st down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley on to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Chiefs offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now a pitch to Walker. Nothing. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, KC.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray.
Complete to Noah Gray. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline and he's able to extend this drive.
Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
First catch there for Rice, and he's got a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A 2-yard loss.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the first down marker.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. LeJohntay Wester now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 23
Jackson
yards.
to his big target,
First down,
Andrews,
Baltimore.
for the Baltimore first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker.
Pass.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 19 yards.
19 more on
First
that
down,
one. And
Ravens.
another first down. Jackson up top again. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It was the rookie from LSU who brought him down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty flag down. A silly penalty may erase the turnover.
Yeah, I think he knows right as he's about to let this ball go, Mike, he's about to take a big shot. And a little bit of an ill-advised throw, but he's going to be bailed out by the roughing call. The officials determined it was unnecessary, and instead of resulting in a turnover, they're going to give him a fresh set of downs.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 7-yard line.
Here's second and 2. On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Design run here with Jackson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to second and goal.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
At one point, it felt like a touchdown was almost inevitable, but now after 2 back-to-back wins by this defense, all of a sudden it seems like the defense is in control, and this drive's in danger of stalling out.
Third and goal for Jackson. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there third and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 10-7.
Ravens 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Trenton Simpson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
First down throw, Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, they'll go with Smith.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And now 3rd, they only need 2 yards. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one, a deep shot for Rice.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. LeJontay Wester deep for Baltimore. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. That that one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Jackson now on second down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Ravens first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Eckley on to putt. He sends that one skyward. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
To give up the middle to Smith. Room to run at the 35. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Mahomes going to push this one forward. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run it with Smith. And And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. That's good for 27 and a first down.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Boy, they nearly got him again. Does manage to get rid of this one before taking another sack.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and long for Mahomes. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
You know, we say this so often in this league, Mike, the greatest strength of some of these guys can also be a little bit of their weakness, and in this case, he's trying to buy more time with his feet. We've seen him do this successfully time and time again. This time it catches up to him, and he takes the sack.
A 46-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
13.
And after the sack on third down, this was a little bit more of a difficult attempt, but it just seems like with the caliber of these kickers these days, Mike, just steps up, ho-hum, bangs it through.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Wester now to return it. Woo! He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Play action now. Jackson. A throw. Left side. Caught by Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Second down.
14 on the pickup. First down, Baltimore.
14. First down, Ravens.
Now, faking the give. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st down. In motion comes Walker. He takes off. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Rolling to the left. He'll take off again. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Try to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Luke to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Rashee Rice was the target there.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see, guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. That is taken in left side by Thornton. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Matt Ariza now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
2nd and inches. Now, Jackson. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one.
Jackson's pass complete to Mark Andrews. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To the air one more time with Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Jackson up top again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
These pass pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Ryan Eckley now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hanson for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. First down throw, Mahomes. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Pass caught right side by Thornton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. A run inside with Smith. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
A loss of a yard on the
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short. Here's Patrick on the run to the right. He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 49-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 45.
16 yards.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another first and 10. Now, a run with Smith. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is second and 3. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Noah Gray, touchdown Chiefs. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Two-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Wester now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Really good discipline by the defender. So he was the read of that RPO. So if he plays the run, it's a pass. If he plays the pass, it's a run. But he knew exactly what was coming. He kind of drew that pass, and he was there to make the play.
Jackson now on second down. He'll look underneath for Henry. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
3-yard pickup.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Here's 3rd and 7. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
Lamar Jackson.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Ravens sending the punt team out there.
For Baltimore.
Here's Remigio. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Chiefs offense. And their running back set to go once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
As the Ravens head back out on offense, you can look at one of the best Chiefs defensive coordinators, Steve Spagnuolo. Spags, once a head coach with the Rams back in their St. Louis days, and briefly was an interim head coach with the Giants. He's been the turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. On the give, it's Smith. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4, that is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Motion man is Rice. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. Give him 14 on that one. First down, KC.
14 yards.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
That is taken in left side by Thornton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Smith. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run. It's Amari DeMercado. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
A gain of 4 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Open man right side is Kelsey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
At the 17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Smith. Oh! And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll run with Smith. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the
This
play.
defense is able to
Leads
get the
to
hold
second
here on
and
first down,
goal.
Mike, but they might
At
have
the
to do it
Ravens'
3 more
2-yard
times. I
line.
think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Ravens 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Wester now to return it. Oh, yeah. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule. Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson now from the 50. He'll step up and run, and he scrambles here for about 5 yards. That will lead to a 3rd down.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9 yards.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. Now, Jackson. This pressure is relentless. They got him again. That is George Karlaftis getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they do not cut into the deficit.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
3rd and long for Mahomes. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
On comes the Chiefs punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. On play action, here's Jackson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. That's another sack. Chris Jones, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Lamar going to work from the pistol. This one complete to Bateman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They convert in style there. Big play on fourth and long.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Third and long for Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Taking a shot downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. On the handoff, it's Smith. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the ground, DeMarcado. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll run. It's DeMarcado. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll hit Kelce quickly on the RPO. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now DeMarcado. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
DeMarcado. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
Chiefs 33, Ravens 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Wester now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
First down, Baltimore.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
He's across midfield.
Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
First down, Ravens.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This throw right is taken in by Flowers. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. They'll send Flowers in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
And while this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end. And then the other,
and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about